were first established as just the Distinguished Service Citations in 1953. They were renamed in 2012 when we realized that with our move from the Dodge building, we did not have an appropriate way to recognize Homer Dodge, who was one of our founders and our first president. So we thought it was entirely appropriate that the Distinguished Service Citations be renamed in his honor. These citations are given to individuals who have made exceptional contributions to our organization at both the national and the local level. So I would encourage all of you to think of someone that you know who does all the work, is always there, is someone who without whom AAPT would not be the same, either in your local section or nationally, and go and check and make sure that person already has received a Distinguished Service Citation, because many of the folks that we just assume they must have got it before, they haven't, and take it as an action item to go home and fill out the nomination form. Or those of you with your iPhones, you can do it right now. So we have 4 Distinguished Service Citations this year: Jan Mader, Taha Mzoughi, Gabe Spalding, and Lee Trampleasure. And I'll ask our awardees to come up. They're in reverse order. Okay. So the Distinguished Service Citation is accompanied by the citation itself, and I will just read the citation before the presentation. First, Jan Mader. Jan Mader has been a physics instructor in the Great Falls, Idaho Public Schools. It's not Idaho, it's Montana Public Schools, where she has also taught physical science, chemistry, and mathematics for more than 30 years. She has been one of the catalysts for increasing high school enrollment in physics in the United States for the past 15 years. It is no understatement to say that due to her work with the PTRA program, PRISMs, and other physics education initiatives, Jan is probably the most known and most widely respected high school physics teacher in the Northwest United States. Her willingness to share her expertise has helped develop a cadre of new teachers and will continue to improve physics education in the United States. Her service to AAPT has included service as president of the Montana section, as a physics teaching resource agent, PTRA, since 2002, a member on the Committee on Physics in Pre-High School Education, Committee on Science Education for the Public, the AAPT Nominating Committee, and the Committee on Physics in High Schools, which she has chaired twice. She was the first female recipient of the AAPT Excellence in Pre-College Teaching Award, which is now the Zitzowitz Award, and co-recipient of the American Physical Society APS 2011 Excellence in Physics Education Award given to PTRA for providing peer-led professional development for 25 years to more than 5,000 physics and physical science teachers nationwide through a network of more than 500 master teachers. For all of this, we award Jan Mader with the Distinguished Service Citation. Okay. The next citation goes to Taha Mzoughi. Taha is a professor of physics at Kennesaw State University. He earned his PhD in physics from the University of South Carolina, Columbia in 1990. He is devoted to the cause of physics. Am I reading the wrong one? Okay. People laughing, and I'm thinking, oh no. He's devoted to the cause of physics literacy and has been energetically working in physics education for the last 2 decades. His experience covers both high school physics teaching and university teaching. Before moving to the Atlanta area as a faculty member at Kennesaw State, he was the co-PI of the National Science Foundation NSF-funded WebTop project, which involved 3D interactive simulations of optical phenomena at the Mississippi State University. Taha has been a longtime member of AAPT and served as a member of the Committee on Educational Technologies, which he chaired in 2010-2011, and the Committee on Research in Physics Education. He worked with Compadre, for which he helped start the Physics Source, the collection of undergraduate physics teaching. He also served in the Mississippi Association of Physicists, the Mississippi section of AAPT. Upon moving to Atlanta, he became an integral part of the Southern Atlantic Coast section of AAPT, serving as the webmaster and most recently as president of the section. He is also very involved with the Metropolitan Atlanta Physics Teacher Group. He has been the most involved with both pre-service and in-service physics high school teachers, and this is perhaps the greatest need to promote sustainable physics literacy in our society. For these, we make the award to Taha Mzoughi. The next award is to Gabe Spalding. Gabriel Spalding is professor of physics at Illinois Wesleyan University, where his recent work has utilized holographically textured fields to trap and manipulate matter. Besides being a past member and chair of the AAPT Committee on Laboratories, he has been active on multiple AAPT committees as either a committee member or friend of the committee. He has been an organizer or contributor to a session at nearly every AAPT semi-annual national meeting for years. He has also been active behind the scenes and on task forces and subcommittees and served on the AAPT National Nominating Committee during 2012-2013. His time and energy support advances in physics education and lab education in particular. In July 2012, he chaired the Conference on Laboratory Instruction Beyond the First Year, thereby introducing the BFY acronym at the University of Pennsylvania and Drexel University. This was an extremely unusual opportunity for hands-on exposure to a broad assortment of contemporary instructional labs appropriate to modern physics labs, electronics, optics, advanced labs, as well as key instructional labs in statistical physics, condensed matter, and materials physics, quantum mechanics, etc. For all of these contributions, we recognize Gabe Spalding. And finally, we award for Lee Trampleasure. Lee teaches physics and physical science at Carondelet High School in Concord, California. A practitioner of the modeling method of instruction and an experienced modeling workshop leader, he uses model construction testing and application in his classroom to frame student thinking and learning. He identifies his major classroom accomplishments as integration of computers and technologies in teaching, development of labs and field trips, and integration of music and theater into course curricula. He serves as section representative for the Northern California, Nevada section. In this role, he not only represents the members of his section at AAPT national meetings, he also serves as a valued and contributing member of the section representatives group. This group is part of the AAPT Council, part of the association's governance. He has volunteered to assist other sections in setting up section websites. Let me just say thank you personally for that. Lee has attended several national AAPT meetings and has presented sessions and led workshops at both the local and national level. He is not only committed to teaching physics well, he is committed to supporting his fellow physics teachers through leadership in NC in AAPT and mentoring new teachers. For these contributions, we recognize Lee Trampleasure. So that concludes our Homer L. Dodge Distinguished Service Citation Award Ceremony. We are ahead of time. The next session will be the presidential transfer ceremony, which is scheduled at 11:30, if I'm checking my... So I'll urge all of you all to thank all our awardees one more time and then return for the presidential transfer.